So before I start with the content of this show, I like to wait for less than 1 minute just because some people are cooking, driving in the bathroom, or doing other things. So 1 minute should be enough time for you to actually put things down safely and tune in. And other shows, they wait 5, 10, 15 minutes. And some webinars, they wait half an hour, 45 minutes. But in this case, because these episodes are between 5 and 10 minutes, I think 1 minute should be enough. If it's not enough, you can just listen to the audio or watch this show later. But remember, safety first. And that said, I am going live in 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. What is going on? My name is Ben, and welcome to another episode of my daily vlog, where I strive to inspire you to achieve your goals and therefore your dreams. How are you? Happy Wednesday. Today I did 2 more episodes earlier, and this is the last episode of the night because I am going to try to reach my goal before the end of the year. And my goal is to make 365 episodes, and this is episode 336. So another 29 episodes to go. And today I'm going to read you the last segment, the last part of one of the segments from chapter 1. I left off at the beginning of the show because it was too long. So what I'm doing now, I'm going to those long segments, and I'm dividing them into different parts. So that way I can just read you a little bit and not read you forever. And this is part 6 of the segment called Finding Your Purpose. Okay? Don't fall into that trap. And that is referencing the segment before when I'm talking about, sometimes when you're not following your dreams, you fall into alcohol and drugs and addictions that are not good for you. Okay? If you do, you're going to have to find even the smallest beam of courage shining under that door you closed behind you when you locked your heart away, if you ever want to break free and get on the right track again. But it is possible. You have to gather those photons and multiply them to find that lock so you can open your self-inflicted jail and free yourself to your mission, which is the path to your purpose. Okay, so it is possible. Sometimes if you get, first of all, if you happen to be on any kind of addiction or depression, you need professional help, right? So reach for professional help. Talk to your doctors. Talk to whoever you need to talk. I'm not a doctor. I'm not any of that. But you need professional help. There's nothing wrong with reaching professional help. I did reach professional help many years ago when I was going through a depression myself, which was very, very difficult for me. I was 23. I'm 41 now. But I think it was about either 23 or 24. But I was very depressed for about a year with my previous relationship. And I was like, I was a mess, and I was very, very depressed. And finally, I was able to gather courage and talk to a professional, and he helped me to get out of my depression. So always reach for a professional, somebody who knows. You can talk to your family and friends, which is a good thing, but sometimes you reach a point where you need professional help, and go that path always, because there's a reason why doctors and psychiatrists, they are professionals, and they do know what they're doing more than anybody in your family or anybody in your on your circle of friends, unless they are professionals themselves. So try not to fall into the trap, and if you do, and again, try to gather courage and get out of that trap. But again, if you just feel that you just can, I'm repeating this, but it's very important. Reach professional help. Very important. Okay. So, and now I'm going to read you a quote from the back of Masterplan Your Success, where I do have a collection of 236 personal quotes And the one that I have for you now reads, if somebody aggravates you, describe his situation and who he truly is to yourself, and you will most certainly feel better about the aggravation. Okay, so what I'm saying that is like, I'm not saying if somebody's abusing you, that's a different story. Again, you need to reach for authorities and the proper people. Always avoid violence, but sometimes it's good to, if somebody aggravates you, think, why is he or she aggravating me? Who is she? What is he or she going through? There's a story where, I always remember the story where there is this this man or woman, doesn't matter, on a subway, and she's sitting on the subway there, and then on the next station, this dad comes in with these two kids, and they make a mess, they scream, they run, they're not behaving at all. And the dad is not doing anything, he's just sitting there. So this woman, let's say it's a woman, she gets fed up, and at the end, after 2 stations, she says, hey, you're not going to do anything to your kids? They're so disrespectful, and they're jumping and screaming, and you're doing nothing? And the guy looks at the woman and says, oh, yeah, I'm sorry about that. Yeah, unfortunately, their mom passed away just a couple hours ago. So, moral of the story is like, it's always a good thing to see who's aggravating you and try to figure it out why they're aggravating you. Sometimes you'll have no idea. Sometimes you will have an idea if you actually think and you know who that person is and whatever she or he's going through. Okay? And that's all that I got for you today. Thank you so much for watching. If you like this video, please give it a like. Your likes really do help my channel. They make me so happy because I make this channel and this show for you. Of course, I make it for me, but I do make it for you as well. And every time I get a like or a subscription, makes me so happy. And I really do appreciate each one of them. And if you want to learn more about leading a successful life, filmmaking, photography, acting, and audio, subscribe to my channel. That is the kind of content that I produce. And if you have any questions or comments, please leave them in the comments below, and I will do my best to answer them as soon as possible, typically the very next day, unless I need to research my answer, in which case it will take me a little longer. But I promise you, I will reply to you as soon as I can. And again, thank you so much for watching. I wish you an excellent night, and I will see you tomorrow.